friend Al. Alvie the Skywalker. All lowercase letter. Let me do it again because I stumbled on my words. It's Alvie the Skywalker. All lowercase letters because it's a very big deal. Yeah. Artist, engineer, producer, songwriter, dad, neighbor, friend. I'm everybody's friend. Cosplay is about perspective. Normally when people dress up in cosplay, they're representing their favorite character and they're going somewhere to be silly. I wanted to wrap my project in perspective. There's moments where it's not fully focused on perspective, but overall, that's where I wanted to base the project from. Oh, you can't ask me that. My favorite track, that's like asking me to pick a favorite child or something like that. It depends. I think I make everyday music, so depending on what mood I am in that day, I may relate to that song more in this particular moment than I did yesterday versus come tomorrow, the next song. So it all depends. They're all my favorite, or else I wouldn't have put them on the project. They all hold a certain purpose. There's no fillers. So depending on the day, depending on the mood, it'll change, it alters.
The producer for this entire project was one producer?
Yes, Mellow Mark, all his production.
Let's talk about that relationship.
Yeah, so we started from the end of my last project, Darth V. As I'm literally uploading that project, he sent me some production that was so tight that I was inspired to add one of those beats onto the project as a bonus song. From there, I felt the chemistry and we just started making track after track. He was sending me production, I was sending it right back. I think that his production allows me to really open my mind. His production is high quality, but the playing field is so open that I can say whatever I want. It just opens all these doors in my imagination where I'm not locked in, and wherever I go is where I take the music. You know what? If I could paint this picture for you, it's literally white paper with the red line on this side and the blue lines going here. It's just my open canvas at this point. I can go ahead and just fill it in. It never fails. I open up the folder and this is what I get every time. It's never the same, but it's always in that pocket where it just allows me to be open and free. Yeah. I love producing. Producing, that's my baby right there. I love writing, but production is where I hold my skills. Recently, Bordello, it's an EP by Ginger Ritchie, who's a female MC. Phenomenal work there. I did some production and post-production for her work. I got some work with Daryl J, who's a male vocalist, part of our collective. Chevy Price from Nova Scotia, Canada. We recently worked on some music together. EP MD, who's from Nova Scotia. We recently did some production together. So my main focus right now, besides my MCing and pretty much perfecting my craft there, is to spread the sound. I kind of want to get that control and have my sound be the bass and be, I guess, recognized as part of the brand and not just a part of what I do as a musician. I want to kind of spread it with everyone else. I wrote bumper stickers in a McDonald's, maybe 6, 7 a.m. in the morning with a cup of coffee, extremely emotional. I had a person very close to me reveal how they felt about others that look like me, not necessarily myself, but people with my shade. And it took me to a point where I realized that maybe there were signs prior to this moment that I should have been paying attention to. The main sign was a bumper sticker. I was behind her one day driving to work, and I see her bumper sticker. I won't say what it said, but I should have took that as the first sign. So I had a conversation when I was a kid with my grandmother about race, thinking that racism was over because of what I was taught in school. You taught in the books that this is what racism was, this is what the civil rights were. So growing up, obviously you know it's not over, but you get a cloak over it thinking that, you know, it's in the past. Until you become an adult or you become of age when it's back in your face, and then I'm faced with it 7, 6 a.m. in the morning at this McDonald's thinking that now I have to teach my children the same lessons that my grandmother taught me. Granted, I'm grateful to have those lessons, but the bad side is that I still have to teach them, that we're facing the same battles that my grandparents fought however many years back. So that song's about that. It's about that perspective of me being a father, me being a man in this society, and having to decide, the teachings that I have to teach my child, the reminders that I have to remind myself on a daily basis of who I may be beside and not knowing. So it was a moment of reflection. It was a moment of me trying to figure out, not trying to figure out, realizing that I need to be weary, seat at the table, I need to be weary of those around me. And also, strengthen my child with the knowledge now so that as she goes forward in life, she's prepared and she knows how to handle these situations with class. And how does my daughter feel about me making music? I'm going to answer in her words because she didn't give me words to answer this question. You know what? No, I won't answer for her. I will say what I hope she gets from me making music. There's many ways to live your life. There is the outline that they give you, that everyone's gonna give you for the rest of your life. And you can take that and you can follow that path. And then there's also the path of following what you want and what you need. It doesn't matter what it is. I hope that what she gets from my music is that I'm doing what I want and need to do for me personally as a musician and as a man, with integrity, with quality, with a level of self-respect, self-love, and hopefully, no matter what it is that she takes on in life, hopefully it's not music, but if she does, or wherever it is, I want her to have that same respect and love for it, and that will to not give up and to stay strong with it. That's what I want her to get from it. How does she feel about my music? She champions it. I don't really know if she understands the meanings yet, but she always is my cheerleader. She always, reminds me of the songs that she wants to hear. She makes me feel good about it. She makes sure that Dad never feels insecure about what he does, so I appreciate that. How I feel about the support system in New Jersey, I don't know. If I could be truthful, I work with a decent amount of individuals on a regular basis who, if I'm speaking about those people that I work with, then, the connection there is amazing. We hold each other up, we push each other, we challenge each other. But outside of that, things falter. Maybe that's the answer, actually. Maybe things are cliquey. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe we support our small groups, but then outside of that, we're not supporting each other. There's like other conglomerates that, we collaborate with who we kind of just piggyback off of each other and, link our fingers together to boost each other up. And then there's a lot of ego as well. So it's a balance. But if you're coming to excuse my French, if you're coming to fuck with me though, know that there's no ego. Know that you're rocking with somebody that's quality. Knowing that if you're coming to the table with something to offer, I'm going to match you and push you even further. So if you're watching and you want to break that habit, come on over.
It's never forced, it's just a force. She did it, asked if I like it, and I said of